Good morning. Oh, good. We're good. Welcome to another run with me. We're probably going to do 60 minutes, so set your treads or head outside and get ready to scream. It's good to scream at the beginning of a run. Let the world know where you're at. Scott's in like full producer mode today.
Right. Although I forgot my papers, so I gotta pull out my phone.
Why don't you send it to me? I don't want you pulling out your phone when you have like 13 cameras in your hands.
I think one, I'm only gonna have one camera, but two, I just forgot it on the way out. Forgot my
just send it to me. I don't mind pulling my phone out.
Okay.
I'm actually professional.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Oh. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kelly Roberts. I'm founder of this Badass But Lady Gang. And if you're like, why is this girl wearing two microphones on her hat? We're trying something new out. For these run with me's, we're doing 60 minutes nonstop, so you can just set it and forget it. But we're also adding these to the Run Selfie Repeat podcast, which is my podcast. People have been requesting that you listen to these. So when you've been an influencer as long as I have, you've had a lot of times where your audio doesn't work. And a lot of times where things that you do you spend all this time recording and then it disappears.
And it's really upsetting.
So that's true, Scott. It sure is. I'm doing face to text. So to avoid that, we are using two microphones today until I can trust that we're not going to lose this 60-minute run. So I'm not doing this again. I love you guys, but not that much. No offense.
Double up for your protection.
Yeah, I'd always double wrap. To be perfectly honest, I practice abstinence because no one will touch me. It's not even a choice. That's cool. Oh my god!
Nuts.
You are on the floor.
Double espresso.
I wish everyone could have seen what Scott just did. All right, ready? Let's start your engines.
Right. It's a windy one. Looks like. Does the wind mean anything? Does it do anything?
It's like totally not grabbing my face.
I think it's because every time it loses, when it loses the first time, then we gotta like reset it.
I'm back. There we go. Beautiful. Stunning. No car.
Let's green.
Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, my God. I'm not even kidding. Oh, my God. Monday is normally my flex day. We did our long run on Sunday this week, so yesterday, because I'm running the Nike After Dark with Nike. It's not really like sponsored. I would say it's gifted because they are paying for my flight, paying for my hotel, and like they're bringing 50 running people, because not everyone's an influencer, from New York City out, which Nike trips are the creme de la creme. They are so much fun. So I was like, you don't even have to pay me. I'm in. I will happily come. Happily.
Are there any other Greek gods that go to the event?
Good one.
It's just Nike.
It's a smart joke.
I'm just realizing that I need to flip this around. Oh, it worked. Look, I can't see it.
This one's good. We're having camera issues.
I can't have the beautiful noise that people don't like hear when they're running.
Sorry, just give me like 10 minutes and I'll... Oh my God. I'm okay, everybody. It's fine. I just like really need a minute to come to myself. Oh, first dog. Beautiful.
Yeah, how many dog stickers?
I think we're going to see 65.
Whoa.
How many do you think?
Let's say 38.
Whoa.
I don't think it's going to be a low. Yeah, 38 still wins.
Yeah. famously.
Do dogs even worry about wind?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. Like, good to know. Yeah.
But yeah, yesterday, so we had 3 programming pieces for the Nike After Dark here in New York. And I didn't go to the first 2. I was busy. The first was like a mindset, and I was seeing a show. And then the second was hill repeats, and my aunt was in town. So the long run yesterday, I really wanted to go. And I'm really glad I did because it was really fun.
Yeah.
I haven't, oh, danger, 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 danger. I haven't been to something like that. I mean, those kinds of meetups where it's just like a bunch of people I don't know. I know a handful, like, I would say as colleagues, less as like friends.
Yeah.
People I know, but haven't really hung out with, don't know well. Like, that stuff really, really used to stress me out, and I would get so anxious. So I wouldn't go. I would be so uncomfortable there. I would feel so, like, I would convince myself I didn't belong. I would convince myself that, like, no one wanted to talk to me, and I would just like sit there on my phone freaking out. So I just stopped going. But my cousin Carly really helped me hold that thought. We need to get out of this construction boy zone. We're going left, Scott. I'm behind you. I thought 6:30 would be easier for us.
Well, it is.
But turns out it's when all the construction boys going to work. My cousin Carly really helped me. She would give me such great advice. She would always tell me, you know, networking events or like influencer stuff that you go to are really about, one, it's okay to not make a bunch of friends at these things. It's not about walking away with best friends. Go up to people and just say, hey, I don't know if we've ever met before. My name's Kelly. And she was like, just be yourself. People don't have to interact with you. If they don't want to interact with you, move on. And I was like, I guess that's right. And she would always kind of like remind us, me and my sister, if you look for all the reasons why people don't like you or that you feel we're going too fast, I will die. I got my heart rate's at like 130.
Touch.
I feel like shit. And my body's like, you're fine, bitch. If you look for all the information to tell you, like, you're an outsider, you don't belong, you're weird, people are uncomfortable, like whatever it is that you're telling yourself, you will find it. So stop looking for it. Just be yourself. You belong in these spaces. Stay the f off your phone. Like, don't pull it out to be comfortable in the corner. Just sit and observe and just keep talking to people. Chances are everyone's just as uncomfortable as you are. Easier said than done, for sure. But I do find that, like, I've gotten a lot more comfortable when everybody knows each other and, like, runs together, and I don't. Like, yesterday I rolled up. Let's go for it. No, don't go for it. This little... Oh, now you slow down. Wow, I'm in a bad mood. I gotta cool it. Picking fights with random drivers. I rolled up, and I was like, you know, I knew some people, and I was chatting. And then, you know, everyone kind of, like, went to go check in, and because they were working it. And there were a bunch of people sitting on a couch, like 5 people, and everyone looked so sad to be there because it was early. You know, we're going for a long run. I don't know these people.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, everyone looks so unhappy. nothing. They gave me nothing. And I was like, whoop, okay. And then I was like making eye contact to like smile and introduce myself, but no one would make eye contact with me. And I was like, okay, not my people. And then I just sat there and waited until I saw someone I knew. And I got up and went over to them. And normally I would have spent the entire day thinking about, you are so stupid. Why the fuck would you say that as an opening to people you don't know? But now I'm like, honestly, perfect. Now I know you can't make jokes. And I'm probably gonna give you a couple more times, but you're probably not someone who's gonna roll away as my best friend. I just spit all over myself, which is fine. Not everyone's as silly and goofy as I am. But if you can't laugh at two dogs, my silly goofy jokes, you don't deserve my silly goofy jokes, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try really hard. I'm going on the sidewalk. Trucks scare. I know it's like a stereotype, but anytime I see a truck, I assume they're not my type of person, and they'll probably try to kill me.
Wow.
When I first started running, my dad gave me the best piece of advice. He told me, assume that every single driver is drunk or on drugs.
Okay.
And that's how I live my life. It's true. I think a lot of people underestimate like alcoholism. I know this is like real left turn, but how many people drive drunk early in the morning? It's a lot.
I didn't really ever think about it.
Oh my God.
I always try to diffuse it by saying, I'm talking about road race, or like,
oh yeah,
things. I always try to diffuse it by saying, oh, they must have diarrhea.
That's good too. That's good too.
Look at the camera so I can get your face again.
Wow, DJI is really having a moment. It's okay, DJI.
All right, good.
Yeah, I always assume everyone can't see me or they're drunk.
Or I'm sorry.
Or I'm drunk, which is not probable. Last night, Melissa, not even last night, yesterday afternoon, Melissa and I, my best friend, we went and saw Friendship with Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd. Oh my God. It is so unhinged. It's so cuckoo bananas.
Well, I want to see if so bad, so I'll have to ask real quick.
Yeah, I don't even want to fill you in on anything. Tim Robinson is a comedian, an actor. He has one of the funniest TV shows called I Think You Should Leave that we're in love with.
These cats are not arts.
Fully.
Fix them. The ball.
In our imaginations. So this is like a 90-minute I Think You Should Leave episode. It's so unhinged. But I would say it has one of the funniest first 30 minutes of any movie I've ever seen. Oh my God. We were laughing so hard.
Right.
I can't wait to hear your thoughts.
I think it's like in here for a while. But yeah. Glad to hear it. Did smell like the worst.
Yeah. She really did. She really, really, really did. Woo! Oh my God, you guys. I feel like shit. I feel like shit. My body hurts. Are we about to get hit by cars? Not today, not today. Not today, not today. I would say out of all the intersections, that one, and then the one over here by Columbia Waterfront, are the two I worry the most about on this run. Everything else is protected.
Going back to what you were saying about Barley and never looking at water thing.
Yeah.
I feel like this was that I'm awkward at events. I get a lot of dancing.
So am I.
But the bigness I have found
We're going right.
that after all said this is I don't think I'm not trying to make those live connections. I'll just allow myself to like find one or two people, even if like I feel even it.
Yeah, you find like we're gonna go where we always go. You find the person that, you know, like you jive with and hang out with them. But it's also like totally fine if you don't find that person and you're kind of floating.
Yeah, I think.
But I guess like what I wanted to say was like the mindset shift of realizing like you don't have to meet everybody.
Yeah.
Even if you only make like one good connection or like you don't have so many conversations, sometimes that's better. Like going deep with somebody versus like having all of these little tiny moments, because you start to realize that the industry, no matter what you're in, is pretty small.
Yeah.
And everybody, like, we work in tourism, so all the destinations that we meet, they all talk to each other.
Yeah.
And so once you start to build a really good relationship with somebody and maybe you're able to work with them or figure out some way to like connect, then if you do a good job,
So
they will introduce you to other people. Very word of mouth style. It takes a longer time.
Yeah.
But it's really, really, really good for socially introverted people.
Yeah.
that.
I think it's, oh, I almost missed that one. Almost missed that doggy. I think it's also good to just have a couple questions ready to ask people. How did you get connected to this? You know, for me, it's like, are you coming to LA? Are you running the half? Like, what's your sitch?
It's very color.
What part of town are you in? How long have you been in New York?
I'll reach double dates to get uniqueness in life.
Do you like to count dogs?
Yeah. Oh, the careful one to follow that guy. Oh, Shelly.
How do you like to beat your... DJI is having a moment.
Looking at me.
Do we need to like turn it off and turn it back
No,
on?
just wants to only look at guys. It's just stuck on me now.
I can't have this. I can't have this. This isn't the energy that we need in 2025. This is so frustrating.
There we go.
If I had $1 for every time I needed to be on camera and someone went out of their way to sabotage, I'd have no money.
Saboteur.
Because that's never happened.
Oh, man.
That's silly. Yeah, it was interesting yesterday. So I've done most of my long runs, like I would say like 95% by myself. Little bits and pieces. Sometimes I'll pick friends up and they'll do parts with me. But for the most part, I'm doing them by myself, which I love. I love running alone. I love running with friends, but I also love running alone. I can do all my own stuff. I really like to do my own stunts.
They come through.
Yeah, pretty much. Woo, the sun's at a different angle this time of day. My sunglasses.
Oh, yeah.
But yesterday, when we were getting into pace groups, I would say most of my long runs are between like a 9 and a 10. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3. How many dogs are in that park?
Yeah.
The sun is really fucking my dog counting. 2, 3, 4. 4. Nice. Nice. Okay. So when we were getting into pace groups, we weren't a big group. There's maybe 30 of us. So we were doing like 8s, 9s, 10s. And I didn't want to go in the 10s. I really wanted to like try to be with the 930s. And then I just had a moment that was like, hey, if you run all this by yourself,
Yeah.
like that's not a big deal. So I was like, I'll just start with my friends in the 9s and then see what happens. Then they were like 8:39s, and I was like, oh God, oh no, oh fuck, am I about to die? And so I was like, Kelly, don't worry about it. Worst case, you fall back, you know? Truck traffic. I started with them.
We've gone through here.
I know, it's been a minute. The enchanted garden.
Fun.
Ooh.
Listening to the podcast. This is a good part to look at.
We call this Allergy Alley.
Oh, really? Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
I just love this one group here. This was so sweet. So I really love the alpha affirmations. I was curious if you had any more.
Oh my God, that was literally on my to-do list, was to write a new joke. I was gonna say. And I did not.
We could try to make one up on the spot. Although,
It's happening.
I'm not that good at it.
Let's write a joke about feeling.
Feelings? Like, are we gonna bury our feelings? Are we suppressing our feelings?
Or let's do one about listening. Are people telling you that you don't listen? Well, hear this. I'm not here to make your life easier. That's on you.
What?
Just trying to, what can I do to skirt all responsibility?
Listen up, King. The only thing you gotta listen to this thing is what's telling you what's inside you. You gotta get out of your bed and you gotta shred.
Oh, that's good, Scott. Listen up, King. You wanna sit there and wallow in your bed? Get out of your head. I got nothing. Wow. I like the bed and head. Also, anytime you can say king.
Yeah, I really like that. Every time you said that, when I was editing it, I was just cracking up.
Listen here, king. Is your wife wishing you were at home more helping? Take another helping on the track.
Take another helping of kick-ass. Open up a can of kick-ass and serve it up to yourself.
You can't show up at home if you're not showing up in your workouts, king.
Yeah.
Is your wife bitching about you being gone all day? What she doesn't know is that you don't want to be there. That's good.
So tune her out and listen to me.
So hear her and then ignore her.
Then just stare at her boobs.
Yeah. And then ask her, are you sure you want to eat that?
Okay, that's good.
Those are good. Next week I'll come prepared.
Good.
Anyways, back to the pacing. So I was like, Kelly, it's fine. You can always just run alone. And then we started, and it was great. It was fine. And then I was like, oh, okay. I feel good. Why don't we just not look at our watch at all? I'm running with my colleague. You're talking, so like, worst case scenario, you can tell if you're going too hard. And you either say, do you mind if we pull back? Or you break off.
Oh, yeah.
Scotty boy, I'm so sorry. I tried to murder you. That was on me, brother.
Wow, look at that.
I tried to go ape on my enemies. Tried to shoulder check you. It's not cool. But anyways, we ended up running like pretty fast. I was definitely running a little too hard at the end. My heart rate was a little high. It was like in the 162s, which for me is not ideal. I would say for like conversational paced efforts, I want to be, a great day is in the 140s, but I would say most on average are in the 50s. So it was fine, but I definitely felt good and I was able to converse. It was funny because Strava told me my average pace was 8:41, but Apple Fitness says it's 9:11.
Good.
I love that Strava takes all of your stopping breaks out.
Me too.
Yeah.
Thanks, Strava.
Oh my God, it makes me feel so good about myself. That's the level of delusion I need in my life,
Spend your life.
you know? So I appreciate that.
Yeah, I like that too. There's been times where I think even on runs, we've stopped for like a bathroom break or whatever and then forgot to put it back on.
Yeah.
And that's devastating.
No, Strava's like, hold on. Maybe we call it like a white boy boost. You know, like a little leg up.
Yeah.
Like a kid with parents who paid for college, or maybe like gave them a bunch of assets, or gave them money, or like connections, and got them a job, and they're like, I just work really hard.
I kicked myself up on my bootstraps, and now my first job is the CEO of a Starbucks.
Or our little nepo babies who have immediate ins, and they're like, I just feel so frustrated that everyone wants to talk about this. I work so hard. It's like, no, king. No one's talking about the fact that you're not talented. They're just talking about the fact that you're not swinging wide on the corners. Silly goose.
I discovered this goose that lays golden eggs, and I was wondering, like, why don't other people do that too?
Yeah. Like, it's so weird.
Hey.
What do you mean you have a student loan payment?
It's kind of glorious right now. Not that windy. What happened to the wind?
Yeah, what did happen to the wind? The water on the river is like,
high before the calm before the storm.
yeah,
Athens.
evidently. Let's go over our training for last week, shall we?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
What? Tell me about it. How did it go? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, last week went really well until Friday. So hold that thought. Ooh,
Friday the 13th.
nothing bad happened, but it did have a little boo-boo. Monday, I did strength work.
Yes.
Good. Tuesday, I ran with you. So we did our hour 10. Wednesday, I did my speed workout. 6 by a K at interval pace, which was very challenging, but very fun.
What that?
Go that way.
An interval pace is what again?
It's a little faster than mile pace. So it is like, the goal of interval pace is to kind of like expand your aerobic capacity. So you're trying to hit VO2 max and stay there. So it's a hard, spicy, can't talk pace.
Yeah.
Wednesday, I just said. Thursday. So the goal of last week was to introduce a 6th running day, and that did not happen. So I introduced it on Thursday. I did my strength workout, and then I went for a 30-minute run.
Okay.
And holy moly, did I feel like absolute hot, steaming garbage.
Oh.
I felt,
You felt like the garbage after the workout and during the run?
oh my God. It was so brutal. I felt horrible. Kind of like where I feel right now, but definitely worse. But I don't feel great right now. I really don't.
Sounds like what you're saying is running is just getting comfortable with doing awful.
100%, and not freaking out. So that was Thursday. And then Friday, I came down here and I did my threshold pace work. So if you remember last week, the goal of that workout was 3 by 2 miles at threshold. But I woke up on Friday and I had really, really sore calves. Or more specifically, my left calf was sore, and I didn't feel great. I didn't feel terrible. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna adjust this workout, possibly get the same mileage. Instead of doing 3 by 2 miles at threshold, I'm gonna do 2 by 2 miles at threshold, and then do a longer warm up and cool down. Wait, the dog. So I got here, and I felt fine. My heart rate was low, and I was like, that's fine. I'm just gonna make sure I fuel this workout. Really set myself up for success. I did the first 2 miles. They were really hard.
Yeah.
Really hard. I was super centered though. Was able to like really stay focused, stay on pace. But it was not like the, oh my God, am I going to the Olympics? Am I incredible? That like sometimes I feel. So took my recovery, did my second one, the Brooklyn Half Expo was going on, and it was mobbed down here. So that was like, just like constantly dodging people was a little annoying. But that's okay. That was on me. That was on me for coming and doing my speed work on a Friday here. Saturday, I was supposed to do 60 minutes, but when I woke up and went to go cheer for the half, my left calf was still really sore. So I was like, okay, it doesn't hurt to walk. Is this a calf strain? Or am I really, like, do I have a knot? So I kept my eyeball on it and was like, much better not to run today. I need to take the day, extra rest day, but also I need to make sure that this isn't a tear. Like, it was like super minimal, but I could feel it. So I was like massaging it on Saturday night, and it was really crunchy. So I was like, okay, this is definitely like a knot.
Oh, okay.
It's not a strain.
It's crushed, yeah, it's a knot.
Yeah. Like when you do like soft tissue work and it just feels like there's almost like, I don't even know how to explain it. Have you ever felt one of those stress balls that has like little, like it almost looks like boba beads?
Oh, yeah.
Like that's kind of like really what it feels like. So I was like, okay, I think I'm fine to do my long run. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, do all my stuff, air pants, voodoo band, and I voodoo banded a lot on Saturday. So, and then I'll do the hop test. So a good way to tell if you're kind of like on the fence about whether or not you're injured or not is, especially like calves, you do 20 single raised calf raises.
Okay.
And then you do 20 hops with 2 feet, 20 hops on 1 foot. You can do 10 or 15 too. And then another thing you can do is to go side to side and then twisting. So I just did the calf raises, 2 legs, 1 leg,
Yeah.
no pain.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I'm fine.
So if you
Straight
feel,
through.
if you feel pain, that's like you just take another day off or something?
So I would say if you're injured, if you think you're hurt, trust that gut.
Okay.
Go to a doctor. I always say go straight to your physical therapist. Hopefully you have one who sees runners or like endurance athletes. That's ideal. Immediate go to a doctor. Oh, still closed? No, it's open.
That's it.
If that's not an option, give it 3 to 5 days.
Okay.
If you're not noticing significant improvement in that amount of time, then it's time to go to a doctor.
Okay.
This is kind of a experience thing, and the more you do it, the more you know your body, the more you kind of understand like muscular versus bone, when to push for imaging. But I'm pro imaging. I know we live in America and they never want you to get imaging, especially not an MRI. I mean, we live in like country of absolute trash insurance. So advocate for yourself. Write things down and just push. Push for imaging whenever you can. Just rule everything out. If that's an option, I know it's expensive.
I know, life insurance freaking sucks, but look how cute that dog is.
Really sweet. Really sweet. Just a little guy.
I wish I could present that as my insurance.
This is my insurance. Just really cute little.
My dog, so please look at my bones.
You gonna pet it?
I want to take it.
You can have 2 pets.
Backpack and have his head sticking out while we're doing the run.
Oh,
Think of how much faster everybody would run if we had that dog.
I don't know. Even today.
Oh, dude, he was definitely, you're definitely gas you up.
When I tell you I feel awful, Scott.
Yeah. Or no, actually no.
No.
Okay, so what's on the docket for this week?
This week. Oh, and then of course,
Oh,
We did our 12 and a half yesterday.
12 and a half.
Yeah.
All miles?
Yeah. Because I had 2 hours on my schedule. Well, actually, I had 2:10. But because it was like not my run, I was doing what everyone else was doing.
Okay.
So we ended up doing 12 and a half because I threw in a pier with I was like, let's do this pier. Like a silly goose girl. So we ran a little bit more than 12. Okay, today is the 19th. We're doing 60 to 70 minutes now. Tomorrow, so this week's weird because I'm going to New Hampshire. The family goes to New Hampshire every year for Memorial Day. So
Do you get your runs in still?
I used to. So the first time I ever went, now I'm a San Diego kid, grew up on the West Coast, not a nature girl. The first time I ever went, back in like 2014, I didn't really understand that there were bears or moose or things. So I wanted to do, I think I had 12 or 13 miles to do. So my cousin was like, I'll do 6 with you. And where we go by the, I don't know if anyone knows it, George Washington Hotel. And so there's like all of this forest down there. So I was like, oh, we'll just like run the trails in there. So, cause it's all flat, no hills.
Nice.
So we run together. She does 6 with me. And then she's like gonna leave me. And she's like, okay, I'll see you back at the house. And like 20 minutes later, she calls me. And I'm like, hey. She's like, hey, just a reminder. Just in case you see a bear. Like if it's brown, stay down. Or whatever that thing is. Like she told me what to do. And I was like, are there bears? And she's like, you'll be fine. And I was like, okay. So I'm out in these woods by myself, don't see another soul, but I do see like tons of bear poop, tons of moose tracks, not the ice cream, and which I really wanted to see a moose, not knowing that they're dangerous. Now in hindsight, I would have shit my pants. When I get home, she's like, oh my God, right after I saw you, some woman in a car pulled over and said, get in, there's a bear with bear right there. And I got in this woman's car and she drove me home.
Oh, damn.
And I was like, Carly! And she was like, I figured you were fine. So after that, and the amount of bears we see when we're there, I'm too scared to run.
I spread the...
So sometimes I'll run like 3 miles, but for the most part, no.
Okay.
So I probably won't run while I'm there.
Do they have like a place that you could do some strength work at?
No.
Oh.
Which is fine. So I'm gonna do, it really depends on how I feel tomorrow. Like I really don't feel good. I'm only doing this because we're filming. I would have totally taken the day to like cross train today. But I'll do strength work tomorrow in 60 minutes. My goal is to do my 210 on Thursday. So no speed work this week, just a long run.
Wow, you can really smell the grass.
I know, really. You just cut it. We're gonna go up. And then maybe do cross training tomorrow, Tuesday. Maybe run, depending on how I feel. If I could run today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's ideal.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling Tuesday is going to be cross training. Wednesday will be a run. Thursday, long run. I don't know when we're leaving Friday. If I can run early Friday, then I will definitely take a rest day tomorrow or a cross training day tomorrow. And then run Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, which is fine. It's okay to do stuff like that and take it off. What's not okay is when you're marathon training, go on vacation and take an entire week or 2 weeks off. Don't train for a marathon if you're gonna do that. You gotta run. It's okay to skip your long run that week, but you have to keep it up with your 50s and 60s.
pussy down.
And people are always like, but we walk around a ton. Listen, you're going to do what you're going to do. And I'm not going to yuck your You're not the first person to take a week or two off of training and be fine. But you will feel better if you stay on it. So, make smart choices. This is my whole advice when it comes to marathon training. Oh, I feel like shit. I don't feel very good, Scott. Oh, beautiful dog.
What a cute dog.
Stunning. That looks like one of those little Star Wars guys. Like little teddy bears. Oh, that's another beautiful puppy dog. A beautiful dog with a guy walking like a dumbass.
Too bad.
It's okay. We live in a world with, no offense, Scott.
Such a bad.
I'm gonna throw you in the water.
I dare you. I'm really strong. I could fight you off.
Wow.
What if you tried to do that and then I threw you in the water?
I'd be wet.
Would you cry?
I'd probably swim to Statue of Liberty and never come back.
Oh, wow. I mean, the current is going that way, so it'd be pretty easy.
Yeah, I'd just lay
Just
on my
sit on your
right?
back.
And I'd go up on the tower and I'd just be like, no one understands me.
We need to talk about the male loneliness epidemic.
Yes. Why are girls so mean?
What's wrong with them? But,
Whoa.
sorry.
Speaking of that,
Speaking
I
of
need to pay your bills.
I feel about to play up.
men are annoying. No offense. Who's paying? Yeah, this is a great moment. Speaking of who's talking about fuel goods, me. I'm going to talk about fuel goods. Let's talk about how I'm fueling my half a marathon. Because this is it. This is peak week for the half. We're going right. There's no way in hell I'm adding on more to this run than needs to be there. Because I feel horrible. Even though my heart rate is like 133. Very low. I mean, but we're running 10:20s. So I feel, look at my form. I mean, this is what we call shuffling. I'm shuffling.
We are so down.
I'm okay. Everything's fine. The things I do for social media. This is a great example of not being smart. Oh, 2 dogs.
Wow.
That's nice.
A cloud.
We're at 35, Scott.
Oh, dang. Well, shoot. You're going to probably win.
Thank God.
That's 2 weeks in a row, Kelly.
You need a win. You need a win.
Well, you know, last week the very first week I was spot on.
Yeah, you were.
Pretty nice.
Really nice.
Those don't happen very often. And that's the East Leasley. Wow.
Least Leasley?
Yeah, East Leasley. It's at least easily worth 10 weeks of losses. Anytime you get it right on the money, that's a big Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Should have got a lottery ticket.
For sure. For sure. I didn't bring my dog counter yesterday. I wish I did. Central Park had so many.
I bet.
It was peak dog day.
Yeah, I guess pretty the other night.
Oh my God, yesterday was gorgeous. Day of the half, disgusting. It was so humid, so dangerous. Anyways, let's talk half marathon. So, running and fueling a half marathon. It's really, really important to start to track what you're doing and how you feel. What does that mean? You don't just buy something and try a bunch of different things every week. You want to buy the same fuel and try it multiple weeks in a row. Keep track of how many grams of carbs you're getting an hour. And then make small tweaks. So carbohydrates come from 2 different sources on the run. They come from your sports drink, and then they come from your fuel sources. Carbs are brain for your fuel, right? When you fuel good, you feel good. Hence the name, Feel Goods, right? So, for me, I know when I'm racing, I perform and I feel so much better when I am getting 80 to 90 grams of carbs an hour, which is a lot. But I have tested it time and time again. And I played with 40, I played with 60, and I have found that that's my sweet spot. If I really want to go for it, if I'm getting the upwards of 80 and 90, I feel sharp, I feel like a rock star, I feel unstoppable. I feel like a white guy with a trust fund, you know, and that's what we're going for.
Okay.
That's what we're going for.
The field is. Oh my God, I feel like a white guy with a trust fund.
Unstoppable. Oh my God. Yesterday on our long run, Cadron and I came up with the funniest idea for a sketch.
Yeah?
We were chit-chatting about this new fuel that she was playing with, and I don't know why I thought about it, but I was like, what if I came out with, instead of like salt tabs, you snorted a white powder,
Okay.
and we called it bump? So you were like, do you need a bump? And you just like poured a little bit on your hand.
Oh my.
And Melissa was like, yeah, and then you can like take it and put it on your gums. Gives you
That'd be hilarious.
gives you a bolt and a boost.
There was a guy at an NBA game that got caught doing a bump, jumbotron.
No way.
And it's just like, it's just absolutely wild.
I am such a good example of a kid that Dare worked on. I sat in that health class horrified.
Oh, really?
When they showed those brain scans, I said, absolutely not. Now, granted, I think my upbringing with stuff also helped, but never have done it. I've never, ever done it. I haven't done anything.
Wow.
Nothing other than weed and Adderall.
Okay.
Which I would say is my drug of choice. I've only done Adderall like 2 or 3 times. Oh my God. Do I wish I had an Adderall prescription. I'm unstoppable when I'm on Adderall. I know you're not supposed to talk about these things, but that drug is amazing. That also tells you a lot about me. My drugs of choice are drugs that help me do more, be more productive. You're just so locked in and focused.
And grindy.
Here's the story of the first time I ever took it. It was on accident.
Oh.
So my senior year of high school, I grew up in San Diego, tanning was like a thing. So this dumbass really wanted to get really tan. So what we used to do, we're gonna go left, is we used to just like get these mini pools, like little baby pools. We're going this way, we were just getting out of her way. Because why walk on the right when you can walk on the left? So we used to get like baby pools and either take them to the beach and like go past the break and just like let the current take you.
Yeah.
And then you get out and go back and do the same thing over and over. Or we go to the pool and just like chill in the baby pool in the pool, like a cheap floaty. So I did that. And then we did baby oil. So I put baby oil all over my body and just chilled in the pool all day. I had the worst sunburn. I was so sunburned. So this was like 4 or 5 days before graduation. So the day of graduation, I was still so sunburned. My sister was home from college. I went into our bathroom and there was Tylenol in Sam's like makeup bag. So I took like 3 or 4 Tylenol for my pain, went back to bed, woke up 20 minutes later like, let's go! And I think I cleaned my car. My neighbor was like, oh my God, how do you feel? Congratulations. And I was like, this is the best day of my life. And then I like...
What's your headache on?
I didn't have a headache. I just had full body pain.
Oh, was the pain gone?
Actually, probably. I like Remember how when we used to like illegally download music? Ah, the wind's back! The wind is back!
Oh, wow.
Your like library would be like such a mess.
Yeah.
So I like renamed all the files.
Oh my God.
Like a 2-hour bitch work kind of a thing. And then I was like, I'm gonna get my nails done. So I like went and got my nails done. And I remember sitting there like this. And I remember the person who was doing my nails was like, are you okay? And I was like, I think I'm just excited. And then my sister called me when I was there. And my flip phone, click, open. Did you take what was in that Tylenol bottle? And I was like, yes. And she was like, that was Adderall. And she was like, you're gonna have a heart attack. How many did you take? And I was like, what? So I was riding high all day.
Wow.
And that was all through our graduation. I was like, I'm drugged. My sister drugged me. And everyone was like, classic Kelly.
That's pretty good. One time I accidentally, because Megan was not feeling so well. I think she was having a headache, and I thought I gave her Tylenol, but I gave her Tylenol PM.
No!
And it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh no.
And she was like, I was just like, oh shit, I'm so sorry. I felt bad.
When I first moved here, I was a receptionist at the Knot, and I had such bad allergies the first spring.
Yeah.
So bad. And I was like, I'll take allergy medicine. So I went to the medicine cabinet at the work and took a Benadryl. 2 hours later, could not stay awake. Was roofied at my desk. Had to go to bed. I had to leave. They were like, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Because I was just falling asleep.
Yeah, I didn't know that Benadryl made you drowsy. And
Neither did I.
I did a similar thing.
I had no clue. Not a single clue. How crazy was that boat? How was your sailing thing?
Sailing thing was cool.
Scott and Megan went sailing yesterday after the boat crash.
Yeah, there was a moment where we all got on the boat. We're like, there's actually no way that this boat is tall enough.
Yeah.
So that was pretty.
Woo!
That relieved a lot of things because it was incredibly windy.
So tragic.
Yes, very tragic.
I can't believe it. It's just so sad.
It's just wild what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were at the dock that they'd left from too, so it was all just kind of and then I started to realize wow, they are really close. So I could kind of see how this happened so fast. Yeah, let's do it. The boat was nice.
So funny. I was like, are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah, right? It was just oh my God. What?
Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about. Race etiquette. So Saturday was the Brooklyn Half. And I've noticed this just cheering. We have so many new runners, which is so fun and exciting. But when you get that many people together, it can be dangerous. So let's talk a little bit about things that you should and shouldn't do during a race.
Sure.
Rule number 1, runners and spectators, everyone across the board needs to get in the habit of looking over their shoulder before they do anything. Yeah, we're going right. What does that mean? That means, let's say I'm running and I see friends on the left, or I see a sign that I want to boop, right? Or high fives. I don't just go left, right? Because what if someone's right here and I run into them? I'm going to look over my shoulder, get an idea of who's around me, and then I'm gonna use my hand to say I'm going right, and then I'm gonna go. Same with over here. Let's say there's people running right here. I'm here, and I see people I want to high five. I don't just go for the high five. I look over my shoulder, find an opening, safely get over, look over my shoulder again, go over the high five, right?
Right.
If you want to go faster and you're trying to go around people, going on the right isn't always the move. Sometimes you want to be more towards the center, because this is where people go the sides if they need a walking break. Another thing, If you're gonna stop and walk, normally the sign is to put your hands up to tell people you're about to stop. But you don't just put your hands up and stop. You look behind you. Ulysses, you're running! Ulysses was hurt.
What happened?
I don't remember. You don't just put your hands up and stop.
Okay.
You look behind you, make sure there's no one right behind you. You put your hands up, you stop, and then you get over to the side. That's what you do.
Makes sense. I didn't know about the hands up thing, but everything else seems like driving.
And then when you're running, and let's just say there's like a big pothole, you put one hand up, right? So if the pothole's on your left, left hand goes up. If you see someone put one hand up, it either means they're dumb, don't know what they're doing, and they're about to stop. They're waving at someone. Or they know what they're doing, and they're notifying you of something you need to be careful of up ahead, right? The same thing goes if you're going to throw something, right? Let's say there's a trash can and you have a cup. You don't just fucking Michael Jordan yeet it. Look to your side. Make sure there's not someone who's coming by you who you're about to like smack. And then you can go for it. Throw your trash away. Or put them in your pockets, right? A lot of races do a really good job of street sweeping and cleaning up. So if you're in an area, it oftentimes is okay to throw where people are sweeping. But do your best to get stuff in trash cans. Do your best, do your best, do your best. If you're on a training run, don't fucking litter.
Not you okay?
Oh my God, the pollen.
Need some water?
No, I'm okay. Don't litter. The people, like, oftentimes it's on accident, but a lot of fucking people litter. And that's annoying. Spectators. This is a big one for, 3 dogs.
Okay.
Spectators. Do not jump in and hug your friends without looking to make sure no one's coming. The amount of times we have seen people take out runners because they're trying to like hug their friends is obscene.
It's in head.
Those are some of the biggest race etiquette. Oh, one more. Hydration. So obviously there's lots of different types of races. There are bigger races and there are much smaller races. So this applies to the bigger races. Try not to stop at the first table. There are multiple tables, right? Hold off until the later tables.
Okay.
Read the room and the traffic patterns. If no one's at the front tables, hit those front tables. But normally, oh my God! Wind tunnel! Danger! Normally, stay towards the middle. After the first 2 tables, look over your shoulder. No, like, signal you're about to get over. Go to your table. Signal to the person whose cup you're about to grab. So if you see someone, you say, "You, I'm coming to you." Grab it. Don't stop dead.
Not bad.
Do not grab your cup and stop. You grab your cup, you look behind you, and this is, of course, if you're already running. So some people are already walking, and that's fine.
No.
Oh my God, hold on. Ah! Sorry if this audio is trash.
Just go. You know how.
Look behind you. Get a little bit off to the left so that people can swing through and grab cups. And then you find a safe line with other people walking and you walk with each other. Are you running with a group? Don't run 3 or 4 across. 2 across is fine. Other than that, you need to get in formation. It's rude to run a bunch across.
It's like one of my, just in general, that's even a good walking tip.
Totally.
Especially if you come here to New York. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't be that dickhole. You know?
See.
same as when you're finishing. If you're gonna grab hands with people, you need to look behind you and make sure that someone's not trying to push through the finish. Because if you fuck up someone else's race because you want to go 4 across, arms up, I'm not anti 4 across, arms up. I'm anti 4 across, arms up if you're not like aware of your surroundings and you're in the way of people and you clothesline people. The lack of people like looking around is insane. Look around. Don't do anything without looking over your shoulder.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Good night.
I was cheering with my friends who just like had like a very silly sign, but like a lot of people were touching it.
Yeah.
The amount of people, if we're gonna go that way, who would like just from the middle want to like cut over and like smack the sign and just like run into people. I was just like, what are you doing, you silly gooses?
Dude, they're like a moth to a flame.
Truly.
Sign is too good.
I mean, my friends who I was cheering with were so funny. I was just cackling the whole time. Super, super silly.
Yeah, I do feel like your groups have a good energy about them.
Yeah.
The time that I've been and had the privilege of being involved.
Ah!
Whoa, watch out, Kelly.
Tree.
An attack.
That's why I don't like nature.
You need it.
I appreciate nature, and I will fight for nature,
That's good.
but I don't.
Gets in your way, I will fight it.
Exactly. Oh, mailbag. Comments. Last week we put out a Q&A and then didn't touch it. All right. Hold on. Pulling them up. Plantar fasciitis. How long does it take to heal? Watch me look over my shoulder. No bikes I can get over. Plantar fasciitis sucks. It sucks that you have it. So it really depends on the severity of it. But one, do not try to cure plantar fasciitis by yourself. Go to physical therapy if you can. I'm sorry, I'm breaking my rule. Get to the right.
You bad.
If it isn't very serious, a couple of weeks. Ooh, 4 dogs.
Good. We had it.
If it is more serious, it could take months. It also depends on whether or not you want to stop running to fix it and rehab it
Say that.
and really, really like work on strength and stuff. And then it can be so bad that you have a rupture, which requires surgery. I had plantar fasciitis, and I would say it took me like 7 months to be pain-free again.
Ouch.
But I didn't stop running after it started. I ran for like 2 months. So it got pretty bad. It's about like strengthening calves, strengthening big toe, and strengthening your arch.
What grabs?
Foot health.
Did it.
Which charity would you run for? Any. I grew up with money insecurity, and I have a lot of trauma around money. So raising money is actually like my worst nightmare. I know charity's incredible, but I'm going to your left on the sidewalk. I hate asking people for money. I saw what it was like growing up when people would try to fundraise around my family. It's my own trauma. So whenever I do charity now, I just buy the bib.
That it.
I'm over here, DJI.
They lock on my face.
Yeah, so I hate raising money. It makes me so uncomfortable. I know it's for good causes, but I can't do it. Who is Scotty? Tell the story. Scott is my grandmama's best friend's son,
Go away.
Janet. So Scott and I have known each other our whole lives. Scott's older than me and my sister. So we would see each other at family functions, but it wasn't really until we were about to graduate college that we started hanging out a lot more and became best friends. And then Scott introduced us to his now wife, and we love her, and she became our best friend. They're travel vloggers. So after a bunch of years living abroad, I convinced them to move to New York and live with me.
Right.
So I feel really lucky that we've been able to work together a bunch.
We're not our friends who know down.
Yeah.
And she was please I never liked it. So we actually were going through the photo roll yesterday, and it was fun to see some of the highlighting memories.
Oh yeah.
With him.
I'd say the pandemic was really hard, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was really nice having you guys.
Pandemic sucked.
It was awful. But having each other to like go on adventures and like make the most of a really shitty situation was really nice. So that's Scott. A really talented photographer and filmmaker, which is why he's here. Favorite hype song of the moment? Oh my God. I think it's called The Ballad of Phil and Phyllis. Let me look it up. Yeah, The Ballad of Phil and Phyllis is what I have been non-stop listening to. No, they're wrong. It's about these two beavers or hedgehogs or something. I've listened to it probably 100,000 times. Pardon me. It's about are we the beavers? What's the one? Groundhogs. They're groundhogs. Just by looking in your eyes. Oh, here we go. Nothing's supposed to live forever, Phyllis. Oh, it's so good. This guy's trying to write a song every day, and then he just wrote that one. It's like a fake musical. It is a bop. It's so good. So that's my hype song right now.
Okay.
Wow, we got through 3 questions. We'll save the rest for next week. All right, guess your final dog count.
52.
Oh, close. 58.
Ooh, nice. Oh, so you were like right on the money.
I don't remember. I thought I said 70.
I thought you said like 60 something.
Huh.
But I went, wait, no. So that means I win.
Look, even my watch knows I felt like shit. My watch is like, you good, girl? And I'm like, no. Gang, we have new merch. Brand new merch. This is one of the tanks. Badass Lady Gang. The new stuff is so cute. We got hats. We got See You Next Tuesday Run Club. We got The Gang. We got Badass Lady Gang. We got Running is Easier Than Dating. So much fun stuff right now. Head to badassladygang.com. Otherwise, this is a good reminder that, like, sometimes part of running is learning how to run strong on really tired legs. This was a brutal run. Did not feel good. But I'm okay. Nothing's wrong. It's just a matter of, like, if I was on my own, I would have definitely probably have taken the day. But it's not dangerous for me to come out and run. So the more you run, the more you learn to listen to your body. But a lot of running, especially when you're marathon training or half marathon training, is learning how to just like run strong on really tired legs and build on fatigue. So thanks for running with me. I'm really curious where everyone's tuning in from. So in the comments below, do me a favor and tell me where you are. Are you in Canada? Are you in Ireland? Are you in New York City? Where are you tuning in from? Let me know down in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Fun fact, the more you interact with my comments, the more you interact with the content, the more it gets shown to you. So if you like someone, support them. Give me a smash. What? Do me a favor. If you want to support this, comment, subscribe, like it, share it. Help boost the content because that helps us to continue further and get funding so that I can do more of this. So I appreciate it. That's all I got. I need to go cry on a street corner. kick-ass, taking names.
Nice.